Hello and welcome to this video. Today we will be learning a new chapter from the new book called Curiosity Science. Chapter 1, The Wonderful World of Science. Over here there is a QR code that is given over here. You can scan this QR code and get more information about this lesson. So let us begin with the lesson. As human beings, we have always been curious about our surroundings. We start exploring our surroundings and asking questions right from our childhood. So, over here, they say that as human beings, we are very curious about our surrounding and we keep on asking questions about the surrounding from our childhood. Moving on, did you enjoy the discovery and exploring the world around you in the preparatory stage of school? Now they are asking that whether when the school started, that did you all enjoy doing those activities and exploring the world around you? As you enter the middle stage, we will continue this fascinating journey trying to explore and understand the beautiful world we live in. And for that, we have a new subject, that is science. So this is just an introduction to science. And welcome to the wonderful world of science. Over here they have given the definition of what is science. So let us read the definition first. Science is a way of thinking, observing, and doing things to understand the world we live in and to uncover the secrets of the universe. So this can be asked as an answer, what is science? So please mark it as important over here. Now, moving on, think of it as a big adventure. We ask questions, explore the world, and try to understand how things work. For this, the most important thing is to have curiosity, which is where the title of this book comes from. So that's why they have said the title of the book is Curiosity, because we have to be curious in order to find, or in order to discover, or in order to be ready to understand how the things work. Whether it is studying tiny grains of sand or massive mountains, a leaf of grass or a vast forest, there is always something new and exciting to discover. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered why the stars shine? So, I'm asking you all, have you all looked at the night sky and seen that why the stars shine? Okay, in this book, we'll be exploring that. Or watched a flower bloom and wondered how it knows when to open? These are just a few of the many mysteries that science helps us unravel. The most wonderful thing about science is that it is everywhere. So, where is science? Science is everywhere. Like, where is air? Air is everywhere. So, like that, we can say science is also everywhere. From the depths of the ocean to the vastness of the outer space, from what is cooking in the kitchen to what is happening on the playground. Some of the most groundbreaking discoveries have often come from unexpected places. So, over here, they have put pictures of a desert, then they have put a picture of a coast, which is also a concept of science. So, a desert, how a desert forms, what is the temperature of desert, how a coast uh, is different from land. So, it's a concept of science only. And down below they have put a beautiful view of underwater ocean, and this side they have put a diagrammatic or pictorial view of galaxy. So down below, let us see, science is a like giant and unending jigsaw puzzle. Every new discovery we make adds another piece to that puzzle. So they say that science is like a jigsaw puzzle. You have seen a jigsaw puzzle? Okay. On the screen you can see there is a jigsaw puzzle. So like that they are comparing science to a jigsaw puzzle. So, and every new discovery that is made adds to the puzzle. And you know the best thing about this puzzle? There is no limit to what we can discover, since every new piece of knowledge leads to more questions and more things to find out. Sometimes we find that a piece of this puzzle has been put in the wrong place and needs to be moved. New discoveries often change the understanding of the world. Now, in science, they say that every time a new discovery is made, the old discovery is changed, or the old discovery is understood better. Now, as you go through this book, that is the Curiosity Science book of Standard 6, you will encounter interesting ideas, do some thought provoking experiments, and see how some of what we will find out is useful in our daily lives. And guess what happens as we discover more and more? We start realizing that these ideas are all connected. So, with this textbook, there will be many ideas that come along, and we will see that these ideas or these things are useful in our daily lives, and we will find it very interesting when we connect these ideas to our daily lives. So, over here, they have asked a beautiful question: what will we explore with the help of this book? So now you have to think and find out what are the different things that we can explore from this book. There might be many questions in your mind, and some questions will have the answers in this book. So moving on, we will start off by looking at our home planet Earth. So they are saying that we will start with our planet Earth. It is the only planet we know that supports life, and it has an environment that we must protect. There is an amazing variety of life on Earth. So there is amazing variety of life on Earth. Plants are there and animals, and they have managed to survive and thrive in different regions of this planet. So you all might have seen that a camel lives in a desert, the fishes live in water, oceans. So they are living in different regions of this planet. You might have seen seeds grow into a plant, a caterpillar transform into a beautiful butterfly, and many more such observations. How do these plants and animals grow? So over here they have shown a beautiful picture of a caterpillar on a leaf. They have also shown a beautiful small little sapling that is, I think it is germinated now only from the seed. And over here they have shown that how a cow and a calf are living in this world together. Now, this small little calf is born from this mother, and you can see that the calf is drinking milk of the cow. Moving on, of course, to grow we need food to eat. Now you can see in this picture how this small little calf is drinking milk. And especially if a large and diverse country like India, food is so fascinating. Now you all might have known or you all might have seen that different people in India eat different kinds of food. Some, if you go in north of India, you'll have wheat. If you go south of India, you'll have idli. You know, in north of India, mostly in Punjab and all, they do rotis. And in south of India, you'll have mostly idli, sambar, like that. Moving on. Across the country, we have different cuisines. So we have different cuisines, that are different dishes with their many tasty dishes. So different cuisines mean different food items prepared, and they dish have many different dishes. What are they made of? How do we find out? So over here they are asking a question of what are these food items made of, and how do you think we can find out? Let us read further. Along with food, we need water to survive. Of course, yes, we need water to survive. We cannot live without water. The first thing that we cannot live is air, and the second thing that we cannot live is without water. So, water is such a delightful substance. Have you ever jumped in a puddle when it rained? Do you ever wonder why and how it rains? Have you noticed that the water freezes and becomes ice when we cool it, and boils and becomes steam when we heat it? Do you know it? So they are asking over here, have you seen that water freezes and becomes ice? Yes, of course we have seen it. When we keep a small uh, a container filled with water in the refrigerator, we see that it cools down and becomes ice. And we have also seen that when in the kitchen, when your mother or when your father boils the water, it becomes steam and it evaporates. Do you enjoy drinking cool water in summer and showering with warm water in the winter? How do we understand hot and cold, whether it is in water or our own body when we have fever? Finding out how hot something is can be important. So over here they have shown a nice picture, and in this picture we can see that it is raining over here, and then there is sun. Okay, and the rain is collected in this water. Rainwater is collected in this river, I think so. Yeah. Can you all see there is a river flowing, and that river flows back into the ocean? So then when the sun comes, you all might have seen that the water goes up and forms clouds. Then again, there are so many different things around us: the paper we write on, the metal keys, the plastic ruler, and the rubber eraser in our box, the magnet that keeps the box closed, the clothes we wear, the cup we drink milk in, and so many other things. What are they made of? Are they made of different materials? How do we separate different materials from one another? So now they are asking a questions, how do we separate one thing from another? Now next we will have an almost unending list of questions about everything on earth as we further explore this book. But why limit our questions to the earth alone? We can ask questions on things beyond. So the now we are moving towards the sun, the moon, and the millions of stars that shine in the sky. Whether you are learning about the structure of a leaf, discovering how different things move, or separating the skin of a peanut seed, we hope each chapter of this book will ignite your spirit of inquiry, and hopefully you will have lots of questions on your mind. So over here they have explained nicely that in this book you all will be learning many things, and over here they have asked us beautiful questions. How can we try to find answers to our questions on our own? So now they have put a curious question in your mind. How do you find a answer to questions? So let us find out by reading further. Even though you may have not realized, you have already been finding answers to many of your questions. Suppose your pen stops writing. What do? You would ask yourself the question, why did the pen stop writing? You might guess that the ink finished. So, whenever you think that your pen has stopped writing, you say, okay, might be the ink has finished. Further, you would then test this guess by opening the pen and checking the ink refill. If it is empty, you would know that your guess was correct. But suppose you find that the ink was not finished. Now, what would you do? You would make another guess. Perhaps the ink might have dried up. To test this guess is correct or not, you will try something else. This is exactly how science works. The way you tried to find out why your pen stops writing is an example of scientific method. Now over here they have given an activity 1.1. Let us think and write. They are asking a beautiful question over here. Write about a similar problem that you have tried to solve. What steps did you take? Now, they are asking you to state one problem. I would say that a problem when I faced was when a apple fell down from a tree. Why do you think the apple fell down from a tree? Why didn't it go up in the sky? Do you know the answer? Yes. Of course, there is something which pulls the apple down, and that is, you all might be knowing, that is gravitational force which pulls the apple down. So, this way, you can ask many questions and you can find out with different solutions or different steps. Moving further, science is not just about memorizing facts and figures or doing experiments. It's about following step-by-step process that helps us find answers to our questions. So what are the steps that we can follow? So over here they have given the steps that we can follow in science. First step, this can be asked as a MCQ or an answer, or this can be asked to be put in order. So first one, we observe something that we find interesting or we do not understand. 2. This makes us wonder and perhaps think of a question about it. 3. Then we guess the possible answer that to that question. 4. We test the guess through experiment and more observation. 5. We then try to analyze the results to see if it actually answers our question. So now there are pictures of a utensil kept on the gas, and I think there is some milk or something which spills out. Then there is another picture of a man repairing the tube of a cycle. So why do you think he's putting it inside a utensil filled with water? So let us see. Scientists are people who follow scientific methods to solve problems or to discover new things. So here they can ask like a fill in the blank. Who are scientists? What do they do? Okay, like that. But anyone who follows the scientific method is working like a scientist. Someone cooking food may be wondering why the dal has spilled out of the cooker. Was there too much water? So over here you can see there is dal which spilled out of the cooking utensil and the cooker, I mean to say. And you can think now, why do you think the dal spilled out of the cooker. Think of a bicycle repair person trying to find out why the tire is flat. From where did the air leak out? Or an electrician trying to find why a light bulb is not working. Is there some problem with the bulb or the switch? When we try to ask questions and find out answers, we are all in a way scientists. Now there is another activity 1.2, which states, let us think and write. Describe a daily life situation where you think someone was following a scientific method. Do you now realize that there are several daily life situations where we knowingly and unknowingly apply the scientific method? Though we all apply the scientific method to some extent, learning science will develop our capabilities to find solutions to bigger problems and solving more mysteries of the universe. And to be able to learn science well, the first and foremost thing is to be curious and observe your surrounding keenly. So you have uh, to be able to solve problems or the mysteries or learn about science. You must be curious, observe your surrounding very keenly, very closely. And when you are curious, we start posing questions, asking how and why. Just remember, the world is full of things we do not know, things that are waiting to be explored. Now, there is activity 1.3. Let us think and write. If you have to ask why about something, what would you ask about? Try to write down how you would attempt to find an answer to your question. Science is rarely done alone. Scientists across the world work together, often in large teams. So the scientists do not work as one person, but they are many persons who are working together as scientists, because they can find, in this way, when they are together, they can find the solution very quickly. So if you cannot find an answer yourself, say here they are telling, ask your friend to help you out. It is always more fun to discover things together. Now, over here you can see that this girl is trying to put pebbles inside the water cup, and if she is seeing if the water level is increasing, and with that there are many friends who are looking and also observing whether the water level increases. So in this way you all can also find out different things together. Of course, remember that you will not find answers to all the questions. So they are saying now here, you will not find all the answers to all the questions in this class. Okay, that is grade 6. Do not worry. You are embarking upon a journey of science for the next 5 years or beyond, or even beyond. So you must not be disheartened if you don't get the answers. Okay, over here you all can see that these children are running in the rain. Hope they don't fall sick. That is also there. See now, this girl is looking up at the rain. This boy has opened his arms wide and is nicely walking in the rain. Moving further, much like children enjoying the rain, science is all about joyful exploration. Science is about joyful exploration. Enjoy your scientific journey, keep exploring, and never stop wondering about the emerging mysteries of the universe and asking questions. Now, after all, to be a wise person, you must be a why persons. So you must be very curious to know why these things are happening. Are you ready to embark upon the exciting journey of science? Let's get started. And with this, we come to the end of the first lesson, first chapter. And with this lesson, we start with grade 6 science all the best and see that you are always curious to learn different things and you study well, get good marks in these exams, and I hope all the best for you all. If you all want more videos like this on this new textbook and on other chapters, please feel free to put it in down comments. I will be making videos on this science textbook. And any other textbook you want me to make videos, please put it down in the comment section so I can read the comments and make videos. Thank you, and please do subscribe to this channel.